Hello everyone, Courtney Conover here, coming to you once again from the top of my children's clubhouse while they're at school. And we're in the thick of fall right now, or almost autumn, so if it sounds like I'm getting pelted with something, it's the acorns, the squirrels dropping them from the tree above me, so no biggie. But before I start on today's topic, which is hair vitamins, I wanted to give you some details on my hair. So I really wasn't initially planning to shoot this video today, but I decided to for the sole reason that this is one day hair. Last night I do my wash and goes at night while the kids are in bed. Last night I washed my hair, and I mean it like just became dry. The roots were still kind of wet when I got up this morning. But what I really want to convey to you is the different stages my hair goes through. So if you see me, or if you watch a video that I shot on, say, like day 10, 11, 12, 13 of my wash and go, my hair looks considerably different than it does right now. This is fresh, not even one day hair, hasn't even been 24 hours since I conducted this wash and go. So I'm going to lean in close so you can kind of see the definition. Day one hair for me is not really rigid. I've scrunched out the the gel cast. So my hair is pretty soft to the touch, but for me, days 1 through I'd say 4 or 5, definition is king. I have really good definition. Not a lot of volume. This is flat hair to me. When I first started doing wash and goes, and after I got done with my transition, which was like April, this was the only I thought this is like how my hair should always look. So I really conducted my wash and goes like every 4 or 5 days, but then it just got to be too much. Like doing that every 5 days, and just because of the length of the time it takes for my hair to dry, it was just way too much. So I started going longer and longer in between washes, and I started to discover that the longer I went, the more voluminous my hair got, and I actually liked it. In the beginning, I thought that I would not like really big hair, but I actually do. So it's kind of like it's a tale of two cities. In the beginning, I have the definition going on and a lot of good shine. And then as my wash and go wears on, I still have some semblance of definition. I think again that's credited to how I preserve my hair at night. That's a whole other video. But as the days progress, my hair gets a lot bigger and a lot fuller, and I've really come to appreciate that look. In the beginning, I didn't think I would. I don't pick out my hair much between wash and goes. In fact, not at all. I just let nature kind of take its course, and I let my hair just grow and get bigger. Actually, but again, I just wanted to show you what day 1 looks like. Like I said, it hasn't even been 24 hours. But like I said, I really, really like the definition here. Not the volume. I wish I could have. I want it all. I want the best of both worlds. Can't have it all, but I want it all. I want the big volume and the super big definition, or super distinct, defined definition. Which, yeah, I had that today, but not the volume. So anyway, enough of that. Yeah, 3 minutes of explaining my hair first. But now I want to get to hair vitamins. Okay, so if you're on, well, let me not even bring this up first. Let me just kind of set this up. When you scroll through YouTube, or excuse me, not YouTube, but Instagram, and if you do it as much as I do, you run into so many sponsored posts with curly girls touting a particular vitamin. The gummies are all the rage now. The sweet tasting gummies, the hair, skin, and nail gummies. Let me just tell you my whole thought on the vitamins. I feel like they can't hurt, but I feel like the main thing, if you're going to the vitamins for nutrients, I feel like the best bet for getting that is in our everyday diet. So myself personally, I don't depend on my vitamins to give me nutrients per se. I feel like they're like the bonus, right? They're like the cherry on top. My main philosophy for diet, and when I say diet, I mean like everyday eating, not like restrict yourself diet. I mean just like, I guess I should say nutrition, or just way of eating. My main MO, this is just me personally. I'm vegetarian, but I'm technically pescatarian because I do eat wild caught fish, but absolutely no meat. Very little dairy, if any. I mean, occasionally cheese, but very occasionally. I do no dairy in terms of dairy milk. I eat coconut milk or almond milk and coconut creamer for my coffee. I do eat eggs. But here's my thing. I think my main philosophy in terms of diet, nutrition, for optimum hair health protein, protein, protein. Our hair is mostly comprised of protein. So I do have a high protein, low carb diet. So when I say low carb, I don't want to get too far deep in it, but my thing is just I'm trying to regulate the spike in insulin levels. I'm not diabetic or anything, but I know that spiking the insulin levels is no bueno for the body. So what does that? Sugars and carbs turn into sugar. So I try to keep high protein a priority, as well as fiber. Fiber cleans you out, not to get too graphic, but we don't want any of that stale, rotting junk in us. So I try to stay regular with fiber and protein, because again, our hair thrives and it is comprised mostly of protein. So I do eat a very high protein diet. But that said, when I started my transition in November 2015, I want to say January of 2016, I started regularly implementing hair vitamins into my everyday regimen. My reasoning was this: my hair grows relatively fast. This hair, and again, I've used vitamins along the way, but I will tell you that even I really didn't use hair vitamins before my transition at all. And you can go back and look at the pictures. My hair was near waist length. My hair has always grown pretty fast. And this growth here is all growth from November 2015. So if you stretch my hair, it's pretty long, but it's just curly, so it shrinks back. That said, even as fast as I thought my hair has always grown, it was never fast enough during the transition, right? Because again, I was cutting a lot off because my hair was 95% heat damage. So I was cutting a little bit incrementally. And so I wanted my hair to grow super fast. Even if it was growing fast, it was never fast enough. So I said, what the heck? My philosophy has always been with hair vitamins is that I don't know how much it helps, but I certainly don't think it hurts. My main thing, though, is that I just feel like if we're looking for hair growth, or fast hair growth, which most of us are, particularly if in a state of transition like I was, the main thing is just to really focus on your overall diet. Like, you just don't want to eat crappy and then just take a vitamin and think that all of a sudden everything's just going to be peachy keen. It doesn't sound like it works that way. And I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a scientist, but I know that your diet is like your lifeblood, not the vitamins. The vitamins kind of can help. So that's kind of why I started in January of 2016. So I was just starting my natural hair transition then. So also, I am frugal. Another way of just saying it is cheap. When I set out to start taking hair and nail vitamins, hair, nail, skin, I only take it for hair. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, if the skin and the nails get a benefit, that's fine too. But I do it for hair. I noticed that the gummy vitamins always cost more. I don't know if you're getting more nutrients. I've read really conflicting reports saying that you really don't necessarily get more nutrients, but the gummy thing seems like it's like the rage now. It's all the thing. And one thing I noticed that, and again, I haven't looked at every single bag of gummy vitamins, but for the most part, I do my shopping at Walmart, and I would look at the back of these gummy vitamins, and I would notice that you sometimes had to take between 2 and 4 for one serving, and then they give you less in the bottle. So sometimes you don't even have a 1 month supply. You're taking like 4 a day, and that one bottle is still not taking you throughout the whole month. So for me, if I'm gonna buy a jar or bottle of vitamins, I want it to last me the whole month. So that kind of eliminated gummies for me right off the bat, and I just kind of stuck to the old-fashioned horse pill kind. I know a lot of people are like, oh, those are too big, but this is the one that I use. I'm going to try to hold it up here. It is One Source Hair, Skin, and Nail Multi Beauty and Wellness Formula for Women with Biotin. So I'm going to show you this once again. Again, I am cheap. This is $4.94 at Walmart. $4.94. I feel like, I don't think it hurts, right? So again, this is my own personal philosophy on hair vitamins. I don't think it hurts. I think my hair is worth $5 extra a month. What the heck? So what you get in here is you get 60 coated capsules, and 2 constitutes a serving. So again, this is my 30 days. I'm going to show you what they look like. They're not too, I mean, I don't know. I guess they do kind of fit. They qualify for horse pill status. They're kind of big. But 2 in the morning, that's the first thing I do in the morning. I don't even take them. I take them on an empty stomach. I don't know if you should or shouldn't. I have never had a problem with it. And then I have my coffee after. But 2 of these, and they go down really easy. So let me tell you what I look for. Let me tell you why I settled on this. In addition to the fact that it's $4.94 for a month supply. I mean, come on. But I also look for a couple, well, 2 or 3 ingredients that I really personally care about when I search for, or why I chose this particular brand. For any hair vitamins, I'm always going to look for biotin. And if biotin is said to really increase the vitality and health of the hair. And this particular bottle gives me a percentage or a daily value of 1,000%, which is 3,000 mcgs of biotin a day. A lot of bottles do include biotin, but not that much. So I figure, again, for the cost, and if there really is, again, can you really tell, right? I mean, it's always like a leap of faith with vitamins. I think we can't prove it, but for them to at least tout that there are 1,000% in here for your daily value, I'll definitely take it. Another thing that I also want to look for is vitamin D. I know vitamin D, lack of vitamin D, which you primarily get from sunlight, and I live in Michigan, Midwest. Summers, I'm good, and after that, it's kind of hit or miss in terms of when you can get a natural dose of vitamin D. But this one gives you 1,000 IU, which correlates to 250% of a daily value of vitamin D. So I look for vitamin D, I look for biotin, and I also like folic acid too. This one's 50%. This one's 200 mcg, which constitutes 50%. But I believe folic acid you can also find in leafy greens, and I do eat a lot of spinach. So again, my daily diet of fruit and vegetables, I eat a lot of nuts, low carb, high protein. That's where I feel like my hair thrives, and water. I do generally drink 2 16-ounce bottles a day, sometimes more, but at least I try to, that's my baseline. So that's where, again, the diet is the overall, I think, constitutes the majority of your hair health, and water, and then the vitamins, like I said, there's no way to really prove. But I've had people ask me, what are my thoughts on vitamins, so I thought I'd share these with you today. So again, $4.94 at Walmart. I mean, you just can't beat it. There are another whole host of, I don't know if you can read in here. I'll go through. Vitamin A, 100%. Vitamin C, 200%. Vitamin E, 200%. Niacin, 100%. You even get 100% of zinc in this bottle, 15 milligrams. 10% phosphorus. Again, I am just, I've been using these now for well over a year. Not paid to talk about this. One source has no idea that Courtney Conover even exists. But I'm just telling you, that's one of the things I want to do with this channel, is just be real with you and tell you exactly what I use and how I use it and why I use it. So there you have it. That is why I choose one source. Primarily, like I said, the price. The price caught my eye at first, and when I looked on the back with the another thing, 20% calcium. But again, I get calcium from, even my nut milks are infused with calcium. So that's where I get most of my calcium. But again, this biotin here, 1,000%, and the vitamin D, those two things sold me at $4.94. And again, 60 capsules in this bottle. So that gives me a whole month's supply. So there you have it. I would love to continue this discussion on our closed Facebook group, Courtney Conover's Naturally Curly Love Lounge. You can find a link to that in this description box below this video. So come on, head over there and share with me your thoughts on vitamins. And if you have another one that you really highly recommend, I'd love to hear about it. Again, it's basically convenience, and that has led me to this. And I'm pleased with my hair so far. Again, I don't know if it's this or a combination of things. I think it's a combination of things, but this, again, I don't think this hurts. But if you have another one that you'd like to recommend, I'd love to hear about it. Come visit me and my other curly girlfriends in the lounge. Again, that's Courtney Conover's Naturally Curly Love Lounge on Facebook. There's a link below here. And if this was helpful to you in any way, please like and subscribe this video, and I would love to hear from you. An Instagram below here, anywhere. You can find all my different links in the description box and on my home site of my channel. So thank you so much for watching. This is Courtney Conover, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.